Intaglio image on a tagboard plate. Select an image that is one or two buildings with an interesting roof line. They have to be in perspective like one of these. See two sides of the building. What kind of image? Fairly simple, building or two buildings. You've got to have that perspective and an interesting roof line. And a nice clear picture, easy to trace. These won't work because they're too flat, they don't show perspective. These are too complex, they won't fit on our paper. This has a really boring roof line. Look for a more interesting roof line. Your image will be printed in reverse of how you see it now. Maybe you want to flip it. Maybe you don't care. If you do want to, here's the directions. If you're working in class, put your image in this document further down on a black page, change it to black and white, and make it take up about 30 or 40% of the page. This image shows the final printout with an image of what it looks like on the computer, about 30 or 40% of a page. Fit your image onto a piece of cardboard, trying to get interesting flap details on the bottom of the cardboard and some room below your image because you're going to put some weeds and details in there. And the other thing is it also has to fit on a normal sheet of paper. Use short painterly brush strokes to apply white acrylic paint to one side of your tag board using small strokes because they'll show texture later. After that's dry, apply gloss varnish to the top and the other side of the tag board. Position your building on the tag board so it's got a lot of foreground and an interesting flap detail on the bottom. Use tape and transfer paper to transfer your image. I like to use a colored pencil because then I can see where I've been. You should have something that looks like this. Crosshatch to create gray and dark values. Leave areas alone if you want them white. Any area you want really dark, just peel away the top layer of the tag board. Coat the newly exposed areas with just a little more gel gloss. As you engrave, you may want to use a little bit of charcoal to show you the areas that you've scratched if you're having a hard time seeing them. Cut along the roof line of your building, but leave the building attached to the bottom of the cardboard.